What is going on? What is going on, family? What is good? What is good, YouTube? Hey, this is a very impromptu video coming at you live on the spot here on this beautiful evening. In this video, in this live, I am going to teach you what to do during the off season to make sure you can still get to this corporate photo and video bag. You see, right now is what I consider the off season, right? The off season is essentially from mid to late November of each year until about mid to late February, right? During that off season, the amount of work you're going to book is going to decline. The amount of revenue you're going to make is going to decline. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to make $0, but what it does mean is that you are going to be given a unique opportunity to kind of take a step back, reevaluate, kind of get your ducks in a row so that when next year pops off, because usually it will pop off during the first busy season around March, you are positioned well with your pricing, positioning, and authority, right? You have your corporate touch points in order, and you can get out here and get to the bag. All right. So I have a few talking points I'd like to share with you. I actually have 8 talking points. And then after that, we can wrap this video up, maybe a little bit of Q&A. Okay. So shout out to those people who are joining live right now. Very, very impromptu out of nowhere, but I wanted to get you guys a little bit of content because I do see myself actually taking some time during this off season to kind of slow down so that I could show up and show out next year and get to the bag. Okay. All that being said, and before I get started, where are my manners, man? Shout out to all the new people who have joined the corporate community recently. Thank you for locking in. We have Tisha, we have Damien. So I just wanted to give you guys a shout out and shout out to a few members who are doing real big things. Of course, always shouting out my boy Preezy, my boy Jamal, my boy Nathan, my boy One Shot Nasman. I'm just really proud of the things that a lot of people are doing in the community. And if you, are considering on the fence about joining the corporate community, I would suggest joining, at least trying it out, getting some information, connecting with me one-on-one. And if you feel like it's not for you, that's perfectly fine, as long as you can get some value from it. All right. All that being said, number one, out the gate. All right. The first thing that you can do during the off season is email your clients. Okay. Listen, not every transaction that occurs between you and your client has to have a dollar value attached to it. Okay. And what I believe you should do right around Thanksgiving or right before Thanksgiving or early December, you need to send an email to your clients that sounds a little something like this. Hey, client, we've had an incredible year here at XYZ Media. And we just wanted to thank you for being a part of it. Whether you booked a 4 or 5 day conference or whether we shot a 2-day holiday party for you, we just want to thank you for trusting us with your corporate photo and video needs. And we hope you and your team are able to rest, relax, and recharge during this holiday season. We will see you in 2026. Don't offer a discount. Like don't sell anything. Don't be thirsty. Okay. Actually make that human connection with your client and let them know that, yes, I do want those United States dollars, right? I do want the bag, but attached to the bag is this idea that I actually, just want to make that connection with you. It's not all about the hard numbers, the dollars and the cents, not every time at least. Okay. Pro tip, that's why you need to have a CRM, because you should be able to go into your CRM and you should be able to have an email list of all of the people that you have booked work with and who you have sent a quote to, right? So I think as it stands, after years of having Studio Ninja, I believe have almost 650 people on that client email list. And I actually just had my assistant send out that email a few weeks ago, and I'm actually going to do a follow-up email in early December. Okay. So I am practicing what I preach, but definitely this is a great way to show up and show out during the off season. Okay. So looking at my notes here, the next thing, listen, you already know what I'm about to say. Okay. You just say it with me. Raise your prices. That's right. In the off season, this is prime time to raise and update your prices. You see, when you have the hustle and bustle of, the year, right? You're out here trying to get this money. You're going full steam ahead. A lot of times making little changes feels like the timing is off. It feels like, well, I haven't been at this price point long enough. But the off season is the perfect time to raise your prices. You can also add services, take away services, consolidate services, bundle services. But at the end of the year, during the off season between November and mid to late February, update your prices. Okay. Stop being afraid. Stop being scared. Listen, I've been there. All right. It is go time. When next year rolls around, because it inevitably will, are you still going to be saying, well, yeah, I'm not ready? Man, what does it take for you to be ready? Like what more does it take? Okay. Do you need another satisfied client? Do you need another video from corporate JT telling you to raise your prices for the 17th time? Raise your prices and at least taste the waters. Okay. Taste and see that the Lord is good. All right. Stop playing. Raise your prices during the off season. All right. The third thing you can do, you already know what I'm about to say. Update your website. Well, actually, hold on. Let me back up. For some of you, get a website. Okay. And I hate that I even have to say that, but for some of you, you still don't have a website. So during the off season, when you're able to really calm down and kind of overcome whatever fear is keeping you from taking that step, either create your website, but for those that have created it, man, update it. Okay. What I strongly recommend is that if you've been feeling like the timing hasn't been right throughout the year, the off season is when I need you to make a strong and fast pivot into corporate photo and video so you can start next year fresh. Okay. I know you took all those beautiful wedding photos. I know your portrait clients love you, but guess what? Do you want, are you going to be more attached to a photo you took 3 years ago or to a bag that you want to get next year? Okay. I remember many of my wedding clients. Some of them I still stay connected to this day, but you will not find a single one of those photos. They are buried on a hard drive somewhere because that was a season of my life. And this new season is about the bag. And if you're really trying to get to it, I suggest you update your website here during the off season. All right. For those that are just joining us, we are talking about what to do during the off season. The off season, as I define it in corporate photo and video, is going to be late November, essentially Thanksgiving, all the way through mid to late February. Okay, during this time, you're going to likely have the least amount of bookings and make the least amount of revenue, but this prevents prime real estate and time for you to update a lot of things in your business. Okay, the first thing I covered was emailing your clients. The second thing was raising your prices. The third thing, updating your website. But the fourth thing, now this is going to come out of left field, okay? The fourth thing that you need to do in the off season is I need you to get out of your bubble and invite another creative to lunch. Now that like, where did that come from? I need you to like get out of your head, get off the internet, okay? Stop watching my videos, stop watching everybody's videos, and go shake somebody's hand. Like let your feet touch soil. Go outside, get some sunshine, email somebody, someone that you've seen on YouTube that just so happens to live in your same city, someone who you've seen at an event whose work you admire. Like just reach out, okay, and say, hey, I really like your work. Let's go grab some breakfast tacos, man. I'd love to hear how you're doing this year. Like, do you hire associates? How's that going for you? Like, let's just chop it up and connect. A lot of us, myself included, sometimes we're just in our bubble. But man, listen, I know that we're in the age of information, blah, 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 but you need to connect with people. Okay. You need to connect with people. So right now, there's probably already somebody in your mind that you already know you want to invite out to lunch. Just go ahead and shoot that text. Go ahead and shoot that DM. Okay. Don't worry about feeling weird. Just send the message. If they don't pick up, whatever, email someone else. But take somebody out to lunch, take someone out to coffee, have a latte, and say, hey, let's just talk. I want to bounce some ideas, or I admire your work, and see where it takes you. Okay. You just never know. And then also, I don't want to make it entirely about the money, but people are more likely to hire people that they have met and that they enjoy spending time with and that they like. And if they've met you and have a connection with you, I mean, listen, I've done it. I've met people in person and now they're top of mind. And then, oh my goodness, there just so happens to be an event that just came up. Hey, so and so, you want to roll with me? Listen, it starts just like that. Um, but listen, trust me, go connect with somebody. Okay. Number 5, guys, to do during the off season, you got to rest. Okay. Listen, you have to rest. You're not Superman. You're not Superwoman. You stop getting 5 hours of sleep every night. Stop staying up, tweaking every little thing of your business. Stop stressing about that consultation call that ended up in a no or a ghost. You need rest. Now, you guys know I try my best to give specifics. During the off season, in which I define from essentially Thanksgiving to the middle of February, I need you to rest from Christmas Eve to the 1st November in the new year. Now, of course, during the off season, you're going to be taking things a little bit more slow. But when I mean rest, I mean don't answer an email. Don't even open your laptop or turn your computer on. Throw your phone in the closet for a few days. I need you to sleep in, be lazy, let your mind, body, and psyche reset. Okay. A year is a long time. The other day I was actually thinking about my year, and I realized that I actually don't think I've taken more than 4 or 5 days off this entire year. Now, let me define days off, meaning not a family trip, not going out to dinner with the family. I am talking about me by myself having 24 hours of uninterrupted peace to just reset and gain my bearings. I think I've done that. I think I've done that 3 or 4 days out of this entire year of 2025. I have been on the grind and I need rest. And one thing I've been doing for the last 2 years, and this will be the 3rd year, is I take Christmas Eve into the 1st November completely off. So in order to do that successfully, number 1, give everyone set your expectations for all your family. A, I will probably be unavailable. Number 2, set an out of office email. So if you just so happen to get an email from a potential client, they will know that, hey, you will hear from me on the first Monday of the new year. November. Did I say November, Edward? I meant Christmas Eve. And then as far as the off season for corporate photo and video, I label that as essentially Thanksgiving until the middle of February. That's usually when I have my slowest months, the least amount of revenue, and just the least amount of me getting inquiries and actually shooting work out in the real world. But as I'm for those that are joining, as I'm covering things that you can do during the off season to kind of set yourself up for success, we're currently talking about the fact that you need to rest. Okay, you need to take time off. All right, and so essentially, what that results in is you should get anywhere from 10 to 14 days of solid rest. And the question I have for you is, when have you ever in your life taken 2 weeks off, not to travel, not to actually still be doing things, but 2 solid weeks to literally do nothing? Don't go anywhere. Don't make any promises. Don't go to any events. Don't host anybody at your house. I'm talking about sleeping in till 11 a.m. I'm talking about going for a walk in the morning. I'm talking about actually spending quality time with your family and your phone isn't attached to your hip. I'm talking about literally not checking your email or any of your computers, not picking up a camera, not charging a battery for 2 straight weeks. I dare you to try it. I'm telling you, it will be the part of the year you look forward to most. And I really hope that you'll try it this year. Okay. So, all that being said, guys, I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. This was a very impromptu live, but I wanted to give you guys some content because, man, your boy has been traveling. I've been out here in these streets and I really haven't had time to, I actually have like dozens of videos I have filmed of my travels and stuff, but I have not had the time to edit it. So I just wanted to quickly hop on and just talk to you guys real quick about, I was going to make this video anyway. I thought I would just give it to you guys live. And so here's the thing. I actually have 8 keys or 8 things that I recommend you do in the off season. I've just covered 5, but you're not going to get the other 3 unless you join the community. Okay. So shout out to my boy, Edward. Shout out to everybody in the corporate community. So if you want to dive a little bit deeper into this topic, make sure you tap in with the corporate community. Okay. The corporate community is going to be a way for you to have direct access to me. You can literally DM me at any point. You can ask me a question or a comment in the community, and I will answer as quickly as I can. It is a way to have a live Q&A call. We actually just got off of that Q&A call, which is why I had this whole setup already set up. So that's kind of what prompted me to go live in the first place. We also have trainings on pricing, finding leads, using Apollo, setting up your Studio Ninja, setting up your Bark profile. How many people that you should cold email templates, contract templates, like you name it. You can find it in the corporate community. If you've been on the fence about it, I suggest you join it, try it out for a month. If you don't like it, go ahead and bounce. As long as you say you've tried it, at least you know. Okay. But in there is where you'll be able to find the most value. And that's where I'll be able to help you get to the bag, like in person, the fastest and the easiest. All right. So, all that being said, guys, man, that's all I had to cover today. So, if you guys want to ask a few questions, I will open Q&A up for about 5 or 10 minutes. If you guys have any questions in the chat, go ahead and sound off. And it is 9:29 p.m. At 9:40, which is 11 minutes, your boy's going to be signing off, and I'm going to go have a glass of wine with my wife and my cousin who's here visiting. So if anybody has any questions or concerns, let's talk about it. So Desmond Sanders says, waiting for payday. How much is it to join the corporate community? Great question. The corporate community is $39 per month. Okay. So for, 1/7 of an hour of corporate photo and video, you can get access to the corporate community. I will go ahead and put a link in the chat. So give me 1 second to do that. Or if someone can drop that link for me, give me 1 second to do that. Give me 1 second to do that. Give me 1 second. Appreciate you guys. There we go. I just put that in the chat. And join the corporate community, link in bio. Someone just asked a question. They said, have you ever taken a gig that you regret as far as timing goes? What's good, Edward? On a holiday, etc. So this is the interesting thing. I actually haven't. I've never taken an event on a birthday. Well, I've taken an event on my birthday, but none of my family's birthday, never Christmas. I have taken an event on New Year's Eve. I regret doing that. It was actually a wedding. Never again. The funny thing is that for me and my wife's anniversary for the last 2 years, we have actually traveled because of projects that booked. One was a wedding in Jamaica, and I told my client, "Hey, go ahead and pay for me and my wife's flights and our room, and I got you covered." So, my client's wedding date was, I believe, the day before my wife and I's anniversary. And then the next 2 days, we were able to basically get a free anniversary trip to Jamaica. And then this year, same thing. Another family member of mine had a wedding in California. And so we spent our anniversary in California celebrating with them. That kind of depends. But I will say this. I did recently turn down an event because of the timing of it. I had a huge, massive project happening in DC, and one of my repeat clients actually hit me up, and they had a $10,000 bag waiting for me. And their event overlapped with my big event by 1 day. And essentially, the smaller event that reached out to me, they had a 2.5 day event. And that last day was supposed to be the travel day to go to the big event. And so I asked that client, hey, if you guys will shoot the first 2 days, but that third day or that half day, we have to fly out that morning and go to this other gig. So if you could just allow us to not shoot, it was literally 2 hours that they wanted us to shoot on that last day. I was like, if you can omit those last 2 hours, we'll show up and take great care of you for the first 2 days. But that day that you have 2 hours to shoot, we got to be on a plane heading to another city. And y'all, they was like, all right, never mind. We'll catch you for the next one. So your boy had to turn down a $10,000 bag. But I'm glad I did, because that other big project that I did, biggest project of my life, and I'm going to make a YouTube video about this very soon, but it was a 6-figure event, massive, huge, team of 10. And we pulled it off with flying colors. And I'm very, 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 very happy that I did not try to force myself to make it work with this other smaller event, because, 10K is no small amount. But I'm glad that I didn't just say yes, because I would have regretted it big time. So let's see. So we have Cole Manning. Thanks for that question, Edward. Typically for an event, we'll say 1 day filming, and they want a 1 to 2 minute recap video. What price are you saying? That's a day rate right there, Cole. My day rate for like event videography is $37.50. Okay. $37.50 1 day rate. Okay. So yeah, let me double check I'm getting that right. Typically for an event, we'll say 1 day of filming, and they want a 1 to 2 minute recap video. What price are you saying? Yep, that's a day rate. So essentially, what I include in my day rate is not up to 8. Any event that is 8 hours or longer defaults to a day rate of $37.50. So if it's an 8-hour event, $37.50. 9 hours, $37.50. So on and so forth. That includes a recap video. Typically, you're not going to deliver a recap video more than 3 minutes long. And that's going to include, just recap video. That's it. So I try to keep it very, very super simple and easy for my clients. Okay. And he said, you don't have to travel, $37.50. So the beautiful thing about flying nationwide and having an all-inclusive price is that whenever you don't travel, you win. It balances out. If you do have to travel, you'll spend the money because it's included. But if you don't travel, then you're actually getting a little bit extra. Or better yet, if you book an event in the next city over or the next state, instead of you traveling, cheat code, you hire an associate to shoot over there. You still win. Okay. And I know people don't agree with that, but I'm trying to tell you, listen, from someone who does this, okay, you got to trust me. Include that travel, but your price has to be high enough for it to make sense. If you're trying to charge $2,500 and include travel, you're going to lose. Okay. Don't do it. CJ Medic, when are you going to make the Apollo video in your process and how you reach out to new clients? That's a great question, CJ. We actually talked about that briefly on the live Q&A in the community. I'm actually going to record that video Wednesday evening, or rather Thursday evening. And I hope to have that edited and delivered probably Monday, because Friday morning I'm flying out for another trip. Thanks for that question. Hi, I have some corporate photo shoot I did for free for my portfolio, and people love them. How can I jump and charge for the next approach? So if I'm understanding you correctly, you did a free corporate photo shoot. People loved it. But I imagine that since you didn't charge, you're a beginner. Am I getting that right? My point is that it's not about jumping and charging. Okay. I got to rethink the way you approach pricing. I think a lot of people have this thought process that like, how do I start charging? How do I switch into corporate photo and video? And the question I have back to you is, how do you decide what to wear? What's the answer? You just do it. You just walk into your closet and say, I'm wearing that today. The same goes for corporate photo and video. How do you jump and charge? You say, I charge money now. As of right now. Yep, that's right. Oh, yeah, it was free last time. It's not free this time. How much? I'm glad you asked. $200 per hour with a 2-hour minimum. We have a day rate above 8 hours for $2,000. Will that work for you? There's no permission you need. Okay. And thanks for confirming. He says, on the corporate photos, yes, I'm new. I need some more context. I need to understand if you've been doing photography for a few years now, or if you're brand new to photography. But if you actually know what you're doing with your camera, you can pivot into any niche and start charging money today. Okay. Now, I will say in the corporate community, for those that don't know, I do have a pricing masterclass that I've created that talks about how to charge for corporate photo, corporate video, high volume and executive headshots, and video production, and more. Okay. I think that could be very beneficial for you. But my point is, bring it full circle, guys, and just a few minutes left, and I'm about to bid you guys adieu. Listen, this is a life lesson. This isn't a corporate photo and video lesson. If you want to do something, okay, the hack, the pro tip is that you just do it. You just literally say, today I charge money now. Today I do corporate photo and video. People ask me, hey, how did you start doing it nationwide? I say, I just started doing it. I started looking for ways that I could email people around the country. I started looking for platforms like Bark that allow me to list my services nationwide. I adjusted my pricing because I knew I would need to charge more money. And then I just started doing it. And then lo and behold, I'm nationwide. It's not something that you have to be given permission for. I'm going to say that one more time. No one, you don't have to get permission. This isn't a 9 to 5 job. In the world of business, you have free reign to do literally whatever you want to do at any point for as long, for as much, or as little as you'd like to do. So, creating your memories to answer your question, how can I jump and charge for the next approach? You just do it. Okay. You just do it. And any other question that sounds like this, the answer is you just do it. How do I do headshots? You just do it. How do I travel? You just do it. You change your prices. You talk to people in another city. You email an event happening in New York. You just do it. You just start taking action and the dominoes start to fall. Okay. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys' time today. It is 9:40 on the dot. And as promised, I am going to drop out of the live. But listen, I really, really appreciate you guys for rocking with me with the Corporate JT YouTube channel, man. We've been growing this entire year. It's been a wild ride, and I really appreciate you guys. As always, man, if you are looking to grow your corporate photo and video business, man, I hope you know that you are in the right place. Make sure you lock in by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Shout out to everybody in the community. Shout out to you creating memories. You're very, very welcome. And one last invitation. If you're on the fence about joining the community, at least try it. And there's no commitment. There's no contracts. Have a one-on-one with me. Ask some questions. And if you feel like you got what you need, deuces. All right. And I would rather you join the community, get that nugget you need, get out the community, and you go be a millionaire, and I never find out about it. I would rather that happen versus you're struggling, spinning your wheels because you don't want to spend $39 one time. Okay. I'm not saying rock with me for a year, just rock with me for a month. Let's see where that gets you. All right. I appreciate you guys very much. Let's get this corporate bag. I'm out.